Hi, and thank you for allowing us to send you this video. My name is Alex, and I'm going to be showing you a few tips on how, by improving your website, you can get more exposure on Google, outrun your competition, and of course, get more customers. So, first things first, I have your website pulled out here, and the first thing that I have noticed is that you have this warning over here. That means that you haven't installed a security certificate into your domain. So whoever is managing this should be able to fix this. It's a really quick, simple fix. That's one of the things that I would suggest to take care of immediately. But moving on, I've seen your website and you definitely need to add more content. And when I say content, I'm not just talking about the images and the icons. I'm talking about more about the text that you have in your website. Why is this so important? Because when Google analyzes your website, they read through all of this. And what Google loves to see is a lot of content, a lot of information, a lot of relevant information based on the services that you provide. For example, electrical engineers and contractors in Delaware, things like that. So you need to add keywords like this, and you need to surround those keywords with this with content. In this case, with text. So Google will actually know that you provide these type of services, and also in which areas are you providing the services. This principle applies also not only on the homepage, but for example, let's see services. Let's see what you got here. So uh, you should have content for industrial services, you should have content for commercial services, banks, businesses, data centers, things like that. Not only just have a bullet for one of these over here. So you need to add more relevant content when it comes to all of these services. And you can, when you do that, Google will start noticing you, and then you're gonna see the difference in a short period of time on how by improving your content is actually a key factor in when it comes to ranking a website. For example, I use this tool called Ahrefs, and what this does is it allows me to see data that is being picked from Google from your website. So I can see that you're being found for only 13 keywords and you have around 77 backlinks. Now, what are backlinks? Backlinks are other sites that are mentioned on your website, and this will give you power so you can be found on Google. So think about like a popularity contest. The more people you get to talk about you in a positive way, the more relevant you're going to become, the more relevant you're going to stay. Same principle applies here with the difference that not all links are created equal. So you can have hundreds and thousands of links, but if they're not powerful, if they're not relevant, and most important, if they're not targeting those keywords that you want to be found for, your domain is not going to, the rating of your domain is not going to go up. And this is a very, very important number here. So the higher the number, the more relevant you're going to be in the eyes of Google. Now, let's move on to the keywords and see what keywords are you being found for really quick. So you can see that you're only being found actually here 10 keywords for the United States, but then you have keywords pointing to India, to Canada, and some other countries over here. So that's because part of the links that you're using are not really powerful, not really relevant, and they're just pointing to somewhere else, other countries instead of United States, and of course Delaware. You can see that you are trying to target this keyword, electrical contractors in Delaware. So there's 100 searches a month. That means that there are probably 100 people searching for this specific service in Google, and you're almost on the fifth page. So that means that you you're not getting any results. So out of these 100 searches, you're not getting any traffic to your website. That means that um, it is because project content is not relevant. You have little content, and the backlinks that you're using are not really good quality. So that all of that Google can notice, and if you're not relevant, if you're not someone to trust, you're not gonna keep ranking, especially to the first page. So let's use this as an example, and let's see who's ranking for this specific keyword, and let's see what are they doing, and what would you need to start competing with those guys. So we type this in Google, you're gonna see the map section. This is another very important thing that If you have a profile, you should definitely be here. That means that your profile needs to be optimized, content needs to be optimized, images they need to be optimized, and if you have reviews, you need to interact with those reviews because Google loves to see that as well. So if somebody leaves you a review, you have to interact, you have to respond to that, and then your popularity is going to increase, and that way you're going to start climbing into these top 3 positions. Then we have the organic result. We can see there's a directory here, another directory here, another directory. That means that there's not too much competition, so that might play in your favor because all I can see here, especially this top 3, directory, another directory, Yelp, we know there's a directory, find contractor.org, another directory, but then we have these guys. Let's see and the difference between an independent business and one of these directories that with good quality links you can outbeat these people right away. But the difference that these guys might be having something in their favor as well. So let's take a look and see what are they ranking in this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 position almost. And let's see what they're doing different. So you can see that they have quite a lot of content here actually. So but that's not to worry because if you have more relevant content, let's say they have here 800 words, if you double that or triple that, your chances of beating them are actually going to be higher. So that can play in your favor. And you can see that they have different pays for services, swimming pools, and they have different locations. So this might be because they cover these locations over here. But you can see they have estimates. Again, services, a lot of pages here. Let's take a look and see what they have here. Lighting, for example. They have a lot of content, but let's see if that content is actually helping them. If we look at on the back end of their website, they're being found for almost 2,000 keywords. That's quite a lot, and they have 2,000 backlinks. Now, this number just tells me that the links that they're using are not really uh, good quality because this number over here is not that high, but still you can actually compete with these guys. Let's take a look and see the keywords they're being found for. And for example, the one that we were looking at, electrical contractors in Delaware, right here. We saw that it was 100 searches a month. And because they're ranking number 6, they getting 7 visits straight to their website. And this is one of the keywords. I mean, we can do a full research and see which keywords might actually fit to your website and see the potential benefits of each one of them. But other than that, I don't see anything relevant here that can actually be something to consider as a competitor for a keyword or something related. So the only one that I see is this one here, and if you if you decide to go for one of these, it might be really easy actually to outrank these guys. But other than that, I don't want to take too much of your time. To wrap things up really quick, in order for you to start showing up on Google, you need to improve your content. It has to be relevant. It has to be original because if you copy and paste, Google is gonna know. They're gonna notice, and it's not gonna play in your favor. And also, don't forget about this. You need to take care of this really quick because this also can scare away people from actually uh, actually browsing your website. And last thing, if you want to power up your whole website, you need to have really good quality backlinks. Other than that, I really hope you find this information useful. Once again, my name is Alex, and if you have any questions, please let us know. Thank you.